Welcome to this special edition of your favorite program, Business Thursday. I am your humble host, Anchidimian, and today's guest is an amazing personality. It's someone who has contributed a lot to the growth of the society and the community, and you're going to find out a lot more about him after the break.
Are you interested in building wealth in real estate? Do you know that you can easily raise capital to invest in real estate and make profit? The 1% Club is giving you an opportunity to make this dream come true. Join us at the 1% Club Summit on the 31st of August 2024 at Crystal Palace, Aqua Dwellers, and gain access to a vibrant real estate community with like-minded people, real estate loans, and real estate investment opportunities, and many more. Our tickets are selling for 30,000 francs each, and we have just 20 spots available. You can write us on WhatsApp on the number 676 000 977 or visit our website www.1percentclub.space.
Welcome back, and if you're just joining us, it is that your favorite program, Business Thursday, and as I earlier said, this is a special edition, and it's dedicated to someone special. He is a community builder, he is an entrepreneur, he is an author, and he has done a lot to help mold the young ones and prepare them for tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome John Etta, aka Star Daddy. So welcome, sir.
Thanks very much.
Uh, we are happy to have you on the platform.
Pleasure is mine.
So, I know I've said you're an author, you're a community builder, but I believe it would be better if I just closed over it, so
Yeah.
you can tell us who exactly is Star Daddy.
Starady actually is not my name. My name is John Etta. Starady is how my friend affectionately call me because of my kids. Because my kids are talented kids and are stars in their own domain. So that's why the name Starady emerged from my friends. Starady also means star maker, because I help a lot of people in the entertainment industry, to grow their brands and grow their careers. So essentially, right now I could just define myself as an entrepreneur and a community builder. I also do social media content creation, and I do lots and lots of mentorship.
Oh, okay, that's quite interesting. So, I'd like to find out what has the journey been like, your experience to where that take you from where you were to where you are.
Well, that's going to be a long story, but I want to make it very brief. Because a wise man once said, "Blessed are those who come with a brief message, for they shall be invited again." So I will just say I spent like 20 years in the entertainment industry, and after that I started entertainment while I was still quite young. I was like 9 years old. When I started performing right in primary school. So I write my first song in primary school. And over 20 years, I've been an artist, a performer, a songwriter, a producer, a record label owner, artist manager, event organizer. Before 2012, I organized more than 100 concerts with all the big names. In Cameroon, on PTP, Longue Sergio Polo, more than 100 concerts, because I was working with the Trade Fair Company as the artistic director. So from 2013, I went back into the studio, started recording my own songs. And by 2016, I had to make a transition. Started transitioning into entrepreneurship. Kicked off 2017. So it's been 7 years of entrepreneurship. And I'm sure that's why you invited me here, because that particular 7 years journey.
That's 7 years journey, yeah. So that's quite interesting, and I believe that 7 years span is where we really learn a lot from it.
Yeah.
So now, your experience as a community builder, how do you think, or how much impact do you think community building has had towards the creation of wealth, the youth and Cameroonians as a whole?
Okay, that's a very good question. Like our parents usually say, one hand of the type of everyone who has been able to create God would understand that they didn't do it alone. It was always a contribution coming from many people, you know. And that's why I keep saying there's no self-made man. And as Africans, we keep saying it takes a village to raise a child. In the same way, it still takes a village to raise a business.
Yeah.
It takes a village to build a network and to do anything of importance. That's why you see, even in the West, someone like Mark Zuckerberg, he rarely talks about Facebook as a business. I've listened to him talk lots and lots of times. He always refers to Facebook as our community. Have you ever heard him speak?
Yeah.
It's always about our community, because that's actually the most fundamental aspect of every thriving society, community, and even a business. Even a brand. If you have your brand and that brand hasn't got a community behind you, like right now, Business Thursdays is building a community, you know. And if I were you, and I'm sure you've done that, any guests that you have on the show, you add them to your WhatsApp group. So you can build that Business Thursday community. Yeah. So maybe on your birthday or once in a while, you invite all those people and have a conversation around what the impact of Business Thursday has been to the lives of people, and how it can be improved and how we can take the brand forward. Because I consider myself as a member of the Business Thursday community, even though I'm there. So it's always together that we can have the power to change our narrative, to make advancement in whatever we do. If we work together.
Okay, so now it's true that we talked about the community, and we know very well that before we get to the community, you need to start by personal development. You need to grow personally. So, as an individual, how can an individual, or what core strategies can an individual take to be able to grow themselves financially before integrating a community and developing from there?
Yeah, a friend of mine, the Guy Lambert, used to use this quote. He said, develop people, develop nations. Personal development leads to national development. And it's all about the quality of people. And, you know, the more you learn, the more you earn. So personal development is very key. And that's why I'm encouraging anyone who wants to achieve like great dreams for themselves. Anyone who wants to make a difference, anyone who wants to impact the world, even if it's just you wanting to be wealthy, right? It all boils down to your level of education, because the amount of success or wealth you can create, I heard you say that yesterday, is proportionate, directly proportionate to your level of personal development. So what I tell people is that you are exactly where you are. You're getting the reward of exactly who you are. The universe does not cheat anyone, right? Someone told me, "Oh, I'm earning only 150,000 pounds. I think I deserve more." I told the person that you don't deserve more. It's a friend. I was working for a company. I was complaining. I told him, "You don't deserve more. The day you deserve more, right? You have more." The universe never cheats, never lies. Look at your bank account. Look at your house. Look at your result, right? It's a report card of who you are. The lack of money is not a problem. It's simply an evidence of your predominant office, an evidence of what kinds of seeds will be sown in your life.
Yeah, and I remember reading a book, The Secret.
Yeah.
And we were talking more about your thoughts, what you think and what you channel, what you feed your mind. It unconsciously channels it to the universe, and that universe brings it onto you.
Exactly.
So it's really important that we grow ourselves and then we develop personally to reach the level we want. Now we are looking at the communities that you've worked on, but there is this one I would like us to quickly glance through, which is the 1% Club Investment Bank.
Yeah.
I believe that's one of the biggest communities you're working on presently.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah, I love the fact that you started with The Secret, because The Secret actually transformed my life. So I want to use this opportunity to thank Brown. I think that's her name.
Yeah. The brand,
The brand something, Ronde something.
Yeah.
Because that documentary transformed my life. You know, The Secret as a book was turned to a documentary that sold over 11 million copies and transformed the life of so many people. The core message was the law of attraction. So this law of attraction is what has even brought the 1% Club into existence. And we've been speaking things to existence. So sometimes we look at the result of the 1% Club and the properties we're building and the things we're doing. We always never go back and remember where the concept all came from. I think so a book like The Secret, planted a deep seed in me to know how to call things into existence. When we started, a lot of people were laughing at us. They said, "Oh, this thing is not going to be like 6 months, and it'll be gone." Our year till now, it's 7 years now. You see, and that's because we focused on the right questions instead of asking ourselves like, "What if it doesn't work?" We instead ask that, "How will it feel if everything goes well?"
Yeah.
And we start imagining, and we allow our creative imagination, to go as wild as possible. Today, we are now trying to launch gated communities with the 1% Club. Actually, the 1% Club is a real estate investing platform, and it's made up of real estate investors who are committed in building real estate together, and it's a long-term journey that we're taking together as a community. Right now, we are like 85, but we are looking forward to be like 1,000 of us maximum. So we started by buying small properties, pieces of land, and now we are going into developing gated communities in the major towns, 5 major towns in Cameroon, like talking about Boya, Bamenda, Limbe, Douala, Yaoundé. After that, we're going to expand to Bafoussam and Manfe even, So we are developing these gated communities, and it's being owned, first of all, by our members, and our members sell to the public. So our members are the natives of this gated community. So our goal is to create wealth, help our members create wealth through real estate investing made simple by lowering the barriers to entry. Real estate is a very capital intensive business and knowledge driven as well, and it demands a lot of paperwork and operational costs. So we saw that a lot of people want to be able to create wealth in real estate and are not able to do so just because of this barrier. So we've come into play to help them solve these problems by providing solutions to the problems they encounter while trying to develop their respective real estate portfolio. And it's been tremendously successful this far.
Wow. So now, I understand that we're going to have a subsequent episode where we're going to talk more on the 1% Club.
Yeah.
But you being the pioneer, I felt like I should ask some key questions. Like, for example, in the 1% Club, there's that I heard, or I don't know, that you offer loans to your members.
Yeah.
So I don't know, is it something that is actually happening, and why is it that you actually offer loans to your members? Given the credibility of Cameroonians, we know that when it comes to money, it's not really trustworthy. So why is it you give loans to your members?
Thank you for that question. What we practice is called capitalism, Afri-capitalism. Afri-capitalism. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
That word?
No.
Okay, it was promulgated by Kumi, the Nigerian billionaire,
Yeah.
founder of UBA. And in Afri-capitalism, he said we democratize law and institutionalize opportunities.
That's huge.
Yes, it's a very powerful statement. And that caught our attention. And we started studying Afri-capitalism and realized that you can automate trust. And it's what the Western countries have been doing, and that's why we call them developed. They are not more intelligent than we are. It's just that they have understood this very powerful, concept of automating the trust process. In the Western world, they didn't automate law. They automate relationships as couple. The government compels you to spend 2 months within the 1 year of your child's birth, to grow after the child is born.
Yeah.
You, the father, you must spend 2 months with the child while the mom takes evacuation. That's automation. So, learning from all these experiences, we've been able to automate trust. Because the question, the nuance, that you are identifying in your question is the aspect of trust.
Yeah.
Are we able to trust these people and give them this loan? Once you become a member, right, you are committed to a long-term journey with us. It means you have got a philosophy and a way of doing things, and you've also accepted that you now understand that we are using a community-based approach. So we do crowdfunding and crowdsourcing. Putting our money together, putting our human resources, expertise, skills, network together to make all of this come true. So for example, right, we can give a member 10 million francs. We have two types of loans in the 1% club. We have what we call real estate loans, minimum 5 million, and we have personal business loan of any amount. But we started with the minimum because we know with the minimum you can now start there and start growing.
Yeah.
So let's say we give you the minimum real estate loan of 5 million. We help you to invest this money in real estate. And when you finish paying it back, right, you obtain your shift certificate, which is your land certificate. We call it shift certificate. And once you obtain it, and you need more money to do even your own business out of real estate, because you might have your own business, we ask you to deposit that land certificate as a collateral security. And we'll give you a personal business. So, depending on your ability, because we have what we call the 1% club weekly jambi, means every week we play a jambi within the 1% club. Depending on the volume, your margin in which you play the jambi, right, determines the amount of loan you can receive. And we do a 100 weeks plan for you. Let's say you can save 50,000 francs every week. We can give you 5 million francs today. If you commit, then you can save 50,000 francs a week. You can give you 5 million francs now. If you can save 10,000 francs every week, we can give you 1 million francs now. Going to invest in real estate. This is because money is the least out of the 5, aspects when it comes to creating wealth. Money is the least. There are other 4 that are more important, and we help our members build that 4 aspects. And maybe if you love, I can break down the 4 other aspects, and I'll show you how money is the smallest common denominator when it comes to wealth creation.
Well, I wouldn't like you to break it down here because I believe there's a program, a summit coming up on the 31st.
Yeah.
So, which means if you are talking about, you want to find out more, you can just sign up for the summit, put the details down, you can reach out to. And now, from your explanations and from what I'm understanding, that is actually taking Django to a different level.
Yes.
It's a way of crowdfunding where people can actually come in and realize their dreams and potential.
Exactly.
Because the idea is what Cameroonians actually believe in, from what I've learned, is that they don't really trust banks that much.
Yeah.
And they prefer doing their contribution among people they trust.
Yeah.
Now, getting into a community like the 1% Club, it gives them that platform or that opportunity where they can contribute their money with people they trust.
Exactly.
And then now it propels them now towards wealth creation.
Exactly.
So I think it's very good program, and I will encourage a lot of people to join in. Now, while talking, you said something about the gated community.
Yes.
And you just glanced over it.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering, is it something that it's already operational, or it's something that is to be launched, or what should people be expecting the gated community?
Okay, what should people be expecting with the gated community concept of the 1% Club? The first thing is that we've done the preliminary work. which is to commence the acquisition of the land. And we're working with the Ministry of State Property, Survey and Land Tenure to back us through out this process. So what we're doing on the 31st of August at Crystal Palace is that we'll be launching. So by then, the lands, right now as we speak, the lands are already available. And we want to share it amongst our members. So we'll be having 200 members there. We call them 200 visionaries. Why do we call them 200 visionaries? Because our goal is to have 1,000 members. And the first 200 for us are the first to believe. I know when you're the first to see a vision and believe in it, you're a visionary yourself. So these 200 members that we're going to be having are all visionaries. Anyone that's coming after the 200 members is not a visionary, it's just a member. So being a visionary member is a special status. Special status for us, the 1% club, because as a visionary member, you earn the right, the ability to access the loan right there, Crystal Palace, and to get real-hand information and to network with high-profile individuals in the domain of real estate. And it's going to give you an opportunity to condense time, because one of the main aspects about wealth creation is time. So, and time is finite, but there are ways you can multiply your time. There are ways you can squeeze time. So, if we know that it's going to take you 100 weeks, which is like 2 years, to raise 5 million francs if you are going to be saving 50,000 francs a week, it's better we give you right now. If we know you can save 500,000 francs a week, it's better we give you, let's say, 200 million francs right now as a loan. It saves you time instead of waiting 2 years. That's how we help our members to condense time and to create wealth. So we're actually inviting all those who share our philosophy of the community-based approach to wealth creation, and we do solely real estate. We don't do any other business. Only real estate. And land banking is primordial. Is the point where every one of our members is advised to start, because land banking allows you to be able to make money faster. We buy a piece of land like a gated community, invest in the land, we bring in security in terms of fencing the land, gates, A-grade security. We make it safe. We make it beautiful by mapping out, the streets across the land. We bring in light and water. We bring the internet, and there are social amenities like the supermarket, the mini multi-purpose sport complex, basketball, lawn tennis, football, swimming, you name it. We have a hotel and a resort there. We have a school from nursery, primary, secondary, and a technology institute. And we have I spoken about the clinic? No. We have the clinic there because we know the clinic is key when it comes to. So all of that in one place. You don't need to be going around, and you having your kids living in a safe environment where the other kids are well behaved, they are well educated. So you live in a community that's like heaven. What we are building is kingdom work. It was said in the Bible, the kingdom, come. And this is the kingdom that God has always wanted us to build. And from Genesis, He went and said, go and subdue the world. That's what we are doing. When God called us as human beings in Genesis to get into the earth and, multiply, He was talking about real estate.
Okay, that's all. Well, it's quite a lot to take in. And there's something you said. One final question.
Yeah.
There's something you said if someone build 100 bigs and give the person money now.
Yes.
Now, when we talk of 100 bigs, we are looking already at the span of 2 years.
Yeah.
So 2 years now, aren't you bothered about the value, the depreciation of the money by that 2 years? Or is it going to be equated by the value of the land the person purchased?
Land always appreciates. Land is an asset. And he appreciates more than money, you know, and money will always face inflation over time. So that's why we tell our members, instead of saving your money in the bank, save it in land. We call it land banking. Because if you, two scenarios, you're saving your money to become 5 million from the bank. You come with us, we already give you the 5 million and you're saving it in the land. 2 years after, that land will cost 10 million, while your 5 million will be 5 million and will have a value less than 5 million. You see the financial intelligence that is in place. So there's a lot of financial intelligence and wealth creation strategies that we share with our members. And I also have a personal mentorship program and a personal sponsorship program. I'm talking about the Style mentorship program that is with mindset and brand positioning. And, the John Etta, Global Wealth Creation Empowerment Program, which is a sponsorship program where I help my mentees, I train them on financial intelligence and wealth creation strategies. And I help them, I even help them get their first, initial capital to start whatever business they want, so that they can become successful. Because as for me, like you mentioned, I'm more into the business of people than the business of money. So my life purpose is helping people become a better version of themselves. And one of the ways to become a better version of yourself is to be wealthy. You are not wise, you're not even intelligent if you're not wealthy. And wealth is a concept of mindset. And a lot of people don't know how to go about that. Thank God I've been able to encounter some very great minds who have mentored me. I invest a lot of time and money into education, and it will be a crime to me to have all of that education and keep it to myself. So that's why I've made it a commitment, and I've dedicated the rest of my life to share all of this with other people. So I'm going to put my details so that whoever wants to come under my mentorship and sponsorship can contact me, and the rest is history. And not withstanding the event that's coming up on the 31st of August, Saturday 31st of August from 10 a.m. at Crystal Palace. The tickets are very limited right now. I think there are very few, maybe 10. So whoever we want to attend, this is the time, and we're starting on time. So even if it's sold out, still buy your ticket and come, because whoever comes late and cannot access the hall will refund the person. Because to us, time is very critical. When we say we're starting at 10, we start at 10. So if someone comes at 10 when it's already full, we will not allow the person to get in, because we don't want anybody to be standing. So we just have to refund that person before.
Time is money.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. So thank you very much for coming to our platform, and we really appreciate the knowledge. And
the pleasure is mine.
I believe in subsequent times, because finance is a very critical topic. We need to be diving in to make sure we get a complete grasp exactly of what it is, and we will know how to educate the other ones that are coming up, so that they shouldn't make the mistakes we have made. So I believe we'll be calling you subsequent times, and I will be available to.
So you're my man.
All right, thank you.
You're the one taking care of my driving license, my card documents, and everything. You've been helping me. So
yeah, so
I'll always be available for you.
I appreciate that. Anyways, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and we hope it was a productive episode. And as I said, this is a special edition with our humble guest, John Etta, aka Star Daddy. I remain your humble host, Tanji Damian. See you next Thursday.
Do you crave success? Want to learn from the best? Then tune in to Business Thursdays, your weekly dose of business inspiration. Every Thursdays at 6 p.m., we sit down with industry leaders, innovative entrepreneurs, and game-changing moguls. They will share their hard-earned wisdom, business battles won, and the secret to their success. Plus, we tackle the hottest business topics with engaging discussions and expert insights. Don't miss out on the knowledge that could transform your business. Watch Business Thursdays every Thursdays at 6 p.m.